Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to please wake up. Wake up. Do not be fooled. Do not be taken advantage of. That's exactly what's happening to a lot of creators. I see now that I am drawn to helping people. When I was younger, I wanted to be a police officer. I chose not to go in that profession, but I always find myself drawn to wanting to help people. Whether it's a road you see them going down and you want to help them, or just helping somebody out in a bind. I've always wanted to help people. And that same thing applies to YouTube. I cannot stand idle and watch people be taken advantage of. People, I need everyone to wake up. Wake up. I've made several videos, some indirect, some direct. For everything that it's worth, stop paying for shoutouts. This really is the biggest hustle and racket I think I've seen in a long time. This is the equivalent of a BetterHelp sponsor scam. You have to wake up and stop doing this. I see now how people are being taken advantage of. It's something I really don't want to go into on this channel because that's not what this channel is about. It's not about, I see how it's happening. If you tap in to a certain demographic of older folks, of people who are maybe a little too timid to start a YouTube channel, or people that started but didn't finish, and you tap into a particular thing that will open up the masses. I want y'all to go and watch if you have Hulu, go watch Hulu. There's an episodic show that came on. It was 4 episodes, and it was called Scamanda, and it was about a woman who faked cancer in order to facilitate her. Well, you got to watch the story, but she faked cancer. But there's something in there that really helped her take advantage of other people. That's what I want to get into, or I don't want to get into, because that's not what this channel is. But it's a direct connection between what is happening on YouTube and what is happening and what happened on Scamanda. Okay, people, the reason I have this channel pulled up is because I wanted to show you, this is my channel. I started this channel, and let's go and look at when did this, if you ever want to know when the channel was started, go down to the About page and click on Expand It. You'll see the number of subscribers, the total videos, the total views, and the day it says joined. That is the day that you created the YouTube channel. It's not the day of your first video. I want to show you. So this video, this channel, my channel was created October 27th, 2021. Before that, I have another channel that was created back in 2007. I don't know why I've been doing that. 2007, all right, or 2007. Nobody says that. 2007. That channel has over 30,000 subscribers. I'm trying to currently resurrect it from the dead, all right? It is on life support. I mean, faint pulse, but I'm trying to do the hard work and resurrect it, revive it, I should say, because it's not completely dead, but it needs to be revived. But what am I showing you this channel for? Because this here was my very first video 3 years ago, 3.5 now, and this was my very first video on this channel. All right, I'm gonna click on it, blow it up so you guys can see the exact date. Look at that young fellow right there. The exact date on this video was November 5th, 2021. You can't see it. Now you can. The reason I'm showing you this channel is because everyone has to start somewhere. Everyone has to start somewhere. You're not going to get to where you want to be if you don't start the journey. However, you cannot take shortcuts. It does not work. And it's really grinding my gears to see people being taken advantage of. Let me ask you a question. How can a shout out do you any good if the shout out itself is not getting views? And if you've seen, I know y'all won't watch this video, but if you were shouted out by a particular creator, I want you to tell me if it helped your channel overall. I'm not talking about subs. Subs can come and go. I'm talking about views, because I'm sure you want to be paid on YouTube, right? That's probably why you're paying somebody else to shout you out. And in order for you to get paid, you need views. That's why this particular individual stopped and start making shout outs because they were not getting paid anymore from their views. It is a hustle. It is a racket. And I need creators to wake up. If you want to chronicle your journey, do that. Put in the work. What you're trying to do is take a shortcut. You're being taken advantage of, and it's really, really grinding my gears. Because not only if you don't want to do it, you don't want to be in the mud, that's fine. You won't ever reach success if you're not in the mud, if you're not willing to put in the work. But I want you to tell me if your views have increased, because what you may or may not know, because there's very little teaching going on here, is that you get paid per view. Remember back in the day when we used to watch Mike Tyson fight, or our dad used to watch Mike Tyson fight, cable was fresh and new, and you had to use pay per view? You might do it now for the UFC if you watch that. Pay per view. You had to pay the cable company an extra fee to view this particular event. That's what this is. You get paid per view. That's one way to get YouTube. There are a lot of channels, not just mine. A lot of channels that are dedicated to helping you be successful. vidIQ, Think Media, who give you free information, who give you accurate information, who give you helpful information, who are not taking advantage of you, who actually have something to offer. I see now why channels are dedicated to you will start a YouTube channel and dedicate it to another one because they give you so much to dissect. It's pathetic, it's disgusting, and it needs to be stopped. If you are a creator who paid for a shout out, answer the question, how can you get any views or any success if the video shouting you out doesn't get any in itself? I also want you to tell me, how much have your views gone up? Your sub count could go up. They used to call that sub for sub back in the day. That's essentially what this is. You sub to me, I sub to you. Who cares if you watch my content? Also, if you paid for a shout out, have you gotten your shout out yet? I've been doing content a long time. Sometimes it can get overwhelming. I can paint myself into a corner. Right now, I have way too many channels that I cannot make content on them daily. So I have to prioritize. What happens during the NFL season? What's priority? Is making a film breakdown about a player priority when nothing's happening? Not really. So that could be a channel that only I maximize during the NFL season. All right. There are other ways, and I could really, really go into detail. I'm talking about pull-up channels. We looking at comments, the whole 9 yards, and breaking this whole thing down. I really do not want to go down that path, but part of me does and part of me doesn't. I'm not trying to get views off anybody's name. I get my own views. You see this? You see this right here? You see how many views I have? 13,589,364. I don't need views. I don't need to use anyone's name to get views. I don't need to do that. Yes, my channel is based off the Detroit Lions, but it's my personality that shines through. This has to be, this should be a crime. It literally should be a crime. It should be a crime. The person literally told you that they would not shout out, and then they would shout out when they basically, if you go and you watch what's happening, the shout outs are facilitating a particular lifestyle that they can no longer get because of their lack of views, which hurts their overall AdSense. But instead of using affiliate links, instead of taking advantage of their YouTube channel the proper way, it is how to get quick money. And I said, you know what, Derek? If this was a real life, legit scam, I would be one of those guys on YouTube you see all the time who they have channels dedicated to stopping scammers. This channel is dedicated to teaching you how to take the journey on YouTube, because I can't teach you how to be successful. I can give you what I've learned, and that's all I can do. This channel is to tell you about my YouTube journey and help yours. But I have an obligation. This ain't about beef. This ain't about drama. This is about right and wrong and horrible information. I'm telling you right now. So I'm torn. I'm torn between, I don't want to talk about this anymore, but Derek, it's the right thing to do. Pointing this stuff out is the right thing to do, because guess what? Somebody would do it to me. If you have to know better than this. And it's sad to watch. It is sad to watch, man. Sad to watch, man. Somebody living, that's like me asking for a donation. I'm asking for donations so you can facilitate my lifestyle. The most that I can ask from you is to watch my content so that I can get the money because of an ad, and I can do what I must with that. If you decide to super chat, super sticker, super thanks, Patreon, if I had one, whatever the situation, that is a bonus. That is because of your support of me. But I just don't understand why people can't see the reality. But I guess I kind of can. Because in the sports world, fan is short for the word fanatic. And as a Detroit Lions fan, I fight with a lot of people. I use the word usually. We argue a lot about people who don't even know who we are because of our difference of opinions. But that's where that word comes in again, fanatic. But what I'm noticing is, just like Scamanda, there's a lot of fanatic behavior. And all you got to do is say one word, man, and boom, you got fanatics. Like I said, I'm not here to talk about that, because that's not what this channel is about. Wake up, people. You don't get here overnight. You don't get here if you quit. And you don't get here by paying for shoutouts. It must be stopped. It must be stopped. You see this? Again, 13,589,364 views. Without a single person shouting me out. Started from the bottom, from the mud. Let's go back again. My oldest video. I kept grinding and grinding. As a matter of fact, we go by popular. When was my first real breakout video? We're going to go to Otis. And I remember this moment, all right? These are regular views. Do you know when you start a YouTube channel, because you might not remember, you have no number next to your name. It'll say your name and it'd be blank. You're only going to see it until you get your first subscriber. And when you get your first subscriber, it says 1. It doesn't say 0. So it doesn't say Syndicate Video Media 0. It says Syndicate Video Media. There's no number there. And then the first time somebody subs, 1. And from there, it goes up. I was putting in the work. And this was the video that blew me up. I say that usually, that jump-started the channel. And we're going to talk more about this. And it's like, yo, there's a lot of people that's trying to help you for free and actually legitimately help you. This was the channel that jump-started, or the video that jump-started my channel. Then it was this one. Then, as you can see, the next couple of videos that I made start getting decent amount of views. There were some flops in here. The point, people, is to keep at it until you hit your jumpstart video. That is the point. This is frustrating because what I'm seeing is people being taken advantage of. But here's what I don't understand. How can you flaunt the life that you're living off of somebody else's dime, and you're literally not giving them any legitimate help? But over time, some of these people will wake up and realize, yo, this is not the case. You know what? I'll say this. There was one bad video made about me because of some drama that I shouldn't have been into, but I got into. But you can't really find anything bad about me. What I'll say is, when you start getting a lot of videos about you, it's probably some truth to that. It's always two sides to a story. But one thing I can say about this story is that it is adding up to be exactly how it appears. Come on, people. You've got to wake up. And again, For reference, one more time, I'm going to show y'all that I don't need to use anybody's name to get views. This channel is a love letter. Syndicate Video Media is a love letter channel. It's something I always wanted to do because guess what? I am a few hundred away from being able to apply for monetization. But I know, because I've been doing this long enough, that if I don't pop and I don't get any views, it won't matter. It's an accomplishment, yes, but it won't matter. In 3.5 years, I have 13 million. And that's just one channel, ladies and gentlemen. I do this, and I do it right. You cannot take shortcuts in anything in life and it be successful. You might get immediate gratification, but it won't be lasting. Wake up. Follow free people. In no world should you be charged to be helped on YouTube. If somebody offers a course, which was also done and said it wouldn't be done, if somebody offers a course, a digital media product that gives you actual information, but what I'm seeing here is there are certain tiers of people, okay? And these people are gullible, and it's that other thing too, but they're gullible. That's how these things work. They don't know anything about YouTube, and they're gullible and literally being taken advantage of. Go watch any channel of a scammer from a different country. What do? They take advantage of gullible people. This is nonsense. It really is. And I cannot help I'm drawn back to it. It's like a moth to a flame because I see what's going on and I feel like, Derek, you can do something about it. This has to be stopped. Because what's going to happen is this is going to run dry, and somebody it's literally like what they just did. It's a quick way to make money. Then they ditch that. Then they find something else, and they ditch that, and they find something else. And while you are being taken advantage of, this is nonsense, and it's hard not to say anything about it.